Hi everyone, welcome to the makeup chair. We are back with another video and I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. But as always, I am here to help. So if you need any more advice, any more help, even if it's not related to this video, definitely let me know in the comment section, or you can message me on Instagram, which is @ShanadiKatie. My DMs are open for you guys. I love helping you guys. I love hearing from you guys. So definitely let me know if you have any problems. With all that said, let's get started with today's video. So I'm going to start off with the F20 by Blank Canvas Cosmetics. This is actually one of their best sellers. I love this brush. I've been using it for years. It's a flat top multi-purpose face brush. And when I say multi-purpose, I mean you can apply everything from your foundation to your concealer, your powder, your contour, your blush, your highlight, everything with this one brush. Amazing. It's a sheer to full coverage, so you can apply it with a buffing motion to get a sheer finish, or you can apply it with a stippling motion to get a full coverage finish. You kind of need to learn to use it properly, and I will do a video on this shortly to make sure you guys are using it properly, but I do have a lot of other videos where I've mentioned how to use this. Works great with the more liquidy foundations and then also the powder foundations. I would avoid the very thick, heavy creams because they may not be able to withstand the movement of this brush. But I do have a recommendation for the thicker consistencies, which I will talk about a little further on in the video. But let's move on to the next brush. The next brush is the F41. The F20 has always been my favorite until the F41 came along. This essentially is a sculpting brush, so you're supposed to kind of use like your contours, your blushes, your highlights and all that kind of stuff with it. But a lot of makeup artists and friends of mine have been recommending this to me, and I've been recommending it to others because it applies foundation so beautifully. It can either give you a sheer coverage or a medium coverage. It's very lightweight and kind of airy on the skin, which I really like. I love this with the liquidy foundations, the powder foundations. For the heavy creams, it does work, but I would use it as a finishing step. So apply the creams on the skin already and then just use this as sort of a blending technique. Now we have the F22. Now this F22 will be able to hold up your heavier creams. I always have a rule that the denser the brush is, the thicker the foundation can be, because it needs to be able to grab hold of it and work with it rather than going against it. So this is a dome-shaped face brush. It really holds on to the product and it's going to buff those products in. You can use this in a sheer way or a full coverage way, depending on the way that you apply it, and it's very easy to use as well. Then we have the F36, very similar to the F41, but this is a round topped brush. I love this as sort of a finishing step. So after I've applied my makeup, maybe with my fingertips or a sponge, or even after I just kind of like patted it over the skin, I will then just use little swirling motions, little buffing motions just to blend everything in. You can use this with your liquidy foundations and your powder foundations. I love it for my mineral powder foundations because it applies everything beautifully and it gives me a lot of control, and it's so easy to apply with. Next up, we have a new favorite of mine, which is the F41. I found myself reaching for this a lot because of the summertime. I like to use like liquid bronzers and liquid highlights, and this just applies them so beautifully. It's a short stippling brush, so it gives you lots of control. Sheer to medium coverage. Very easy to use, great one for beginners I find. And you can use your creams, your liquids. I haven't been using it for powders very much, but you can use it for powders. But I just love it for my contours and my cream highlights and all that kind of stuff. And it's definitely becoming one of my go-to brushes, particularly recently. So that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up because I really appreciate it. Unless you've already given it a thumbs up, and then if you click it again, you'll undo it. So maybe just do it once. Just that one time. I'd really appreciate it. Check out the other videos on the screen. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Hit that little bell if you haven't already. It's right beside the subscribe button. And check out the other videos on the screen. Did I already say that? If I did, I apologize. Check them out. Okay.